Hi everybody, my name is Marlon du Toit and welcome to the latest episode, episode 7 of the Wild Eye Diaries. It's a great way for you to stay in touch, to see what everybody is up to. Some of the guys might be in the field, some of the guys on the office getting up to some interesting things. There's a lot happening with the Mara season on the way in preparation for that. And it's just a nice way for you to see what we do, what happens in the office, what happens in the field, a little bit of behind the scenes, and going to add 1 or 2 new things to this episode. So something else for you to look forward to. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Johan van Zyl and myself recently returned from the Serengeti, an iconic area known the world over for its beauty, the endless plains, and wonderful game viewing. It certainly is one of the greatest national parks in Africa, without a doubt, very likely the world. We had a fantastic time. It was an 11-day safari experience, and I've already shared the trip report, but recently I just put together a few video highlights that I wanted to share with you, just to give you a bit of a better idea of what happened and what we got to see. You know, images tell one story, but when you get to see video, it just captures an audience so much better, and I'd love to share this with you. So have a look at this. There you go. I hope you enjoyed the highlights from that video. The Serengeti is incredible. It offers such a diverse experience. So many people believe it to be only open grasslands and endless plains, but the diversity of the landscape, and including places such as the Kopi regions and the Ngorongoro crater, big lakes that do to beautiful acacia woodlands, it just all creates a very, very special safari experience. The exciting thing is that we've added a second week. The safari that I'll be hosting with Johan is slowly filling up. I think there's only 1 space left, but Trevor and Johan will host a second week directly afterwards. And that's a very special thing, and certainly an opportunity for you to join. And go check it out on the website. As a company, we want to be as responsible as possible. We travel to remote destinations, and we often find ourselves in locations that are very far from, say, a hospital or a position of help. Therefore, we always try and stay up to date with the latest first aid techniques and advice. So what we did last week was to get some guys into the office. The whole team was here, and we took part in some pretty extensive and very knowledgeable first aid training. So Andrew put this video together for you. Have a look at it. Just a bit of highlights from what came up last week with our first aid training.
So in case you guys haven't been following on Instagram this week, you've missed out. We've been doing our annual first aid training, and it's been quite intense. Although it's level 1, we've covered a lot of things which are specific to the scenarios and the safaris that we run and what we may find ourselves in. As you can see in the background there, Gerry's busy saving someone's life. And as much as all of this comes down, and it looks quite fun, and we've had a great time and we've learned a lot, this is serious, and this is how seriously we take your safety whilst on safari. So here's what we've covered over the last couple of days.
2 minutes worth, 5 rounds. Tam, from a guest management side of things and guest information, what have you thought of the last couple of days?
Incredibly important and vital for our line of work, particularly for the remote areas that you guys go to. And for us in the office, it makes us feel a bit more confident and relaxed knowing that the guests are in good hands.
Guys, last couple of days, what you learned, why has this been important? Has it been important?
It's been extremely important, for sure. Obviously working with guests on a daily basis, in office, out in the field, and then just for day-to-day living. I mean, we're in a very busy environment. We have a lot of staff members in office, so yeah, definitely good to refresh this. It's great.
Yeah.
I think, we've all done this before, but I think every single one of us have learned new things, been refreshed on old things, and it should be an annual thing, really.
Oh, for sure.
It really should be.
And it's also good. We've learned a lot about each other during this experience, which is great. Yeah.
Next up, I want to share with you where some of the guys are going next and what's coming up on the calendar over the next couple of months. And I picked a few destinations and experiences to share with you. It's something we often get asked, where are you going to next? When's your next safari? And this is a bit of a glimpse into that, just to give you an idea of where some of the guys are going and what's coming up. So have a look at this.
Hey guys, how's it going? So in a couple of weeks' time, I've got the Timbavati photo safari with Mike. It'll be my second trip for the year with Wild Eye. First one was to Madikwe, and I'm really looking forward to the Timbavati photo safari. Firstly, because it'll be my first trip that I'll be hosting with Mike, and secondly, because the Sabi Sands for me was a reference point in terms of the Greater Kruger Park area, and the Timbavati is well known for its leopard sightings, elephant sightings, and just general games.
Ingrid's downtown and senior now from the
So I'm really looking forward to going to a new area that I haven't been to before, and yeah, just generally exploring the Timbavati. So really looking forward to it. Stay tuned.
Thanks for that, Alistair. I am pretty sure you guys are going to have a very good time up there. Timbavati is a very productive safari region and always delivers very good leopard, lion, predator sightings in general. And I've no doubt that they're going to have a great time over there. Next up, I wanted to share with you a little bit on a place that's very close and dear to the Wild Eye family, which is Madikwe. Madikwe, most of you would have likely heard of that, especially if you've been following Wild Eye for some time. But it's a fantastic Big 5 reserve, a private reserve with very good camps on the western side of South Africa, very close to the border with Botswana. Now, Madikwe it's very beautiful. It's got a lot of game viewing, great attractions, as I've just mentioned. But something that really sets it apart and makes it a good safari option is there's no chance of getting malaria. It's one of the few Big 5 malaria-free reserves in Africa. We host several safaris there every year, and there's a couple coming up soon. I think there's still space on the July one. So have a look at this video and see what you think of it. It's a special place, and I'm sure you'll enjoy this. As you can see, Madikwe is a pretty exciting place. There's no place that offers, very few places that offer similar interaction around waterholes during the dry season than in Madikwe. There's a massive variety of animals that gather, from elephants, buffalo, rhino, giraffe, wildebeest, buffalo, mentioned buffalo, warthog, and so they really will even gather at the same time at these waterholes. And from a photographic experience and just a game viewing experience, it's a sensational wildlife destination. So thanks for watching that with us and enjoying it. Next up, I'm going to take you to the Masai Mara. Pretty exciting. Wild Eye will be spending almost 5 months in the Mara this year, from July till the end of November. And we have a very special new safari offering called the Masai Mara Experience. Now, the Mara is best known for the migration. We all get that. It's magnificent. We've been hosting the safaris there for almost a decade, going through, seeing the crossings and the action alongside it. But what that did do to some extent is detract from what else the Mara can offer. The lions, the leopards, the resident herds. There's so much more than just the migration. And we are trying to shed light on that. And we want to bring you there, or take you there, and bring the Mara to you in a new way, in a fresh way, and showcase the beauty of that place to you outside of the migration season. So have a look at this short video. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. What an incredible place the Masai Mara is. Certainly one of my favorite places in the world to travel to. The wildlife is incredible. It's known all over for that. Our camp there is going to be very, very special, as you're about to see. Just in general, spending time there outside of the migration season means less pressure on sightings. There's less vehicles around, and you just get to spend more time with animals that make the Mara what it is. Next up, we hear from Tammy and Lara. They are busy with preparation for this year's Mara season, and so have a look at what they are getting up to. Two naughty girls, those two are. You got to keep a close eye on them.
Hi, Lara here and Tammy, and we are very busy, and Marlon is interrupting us, but we are very excited to tell you guys on the Wild Eye Diaries about our new additions to the camp and the details around the wine and the new labels. We were actually in between having a conference call with the wine estate down in Franschhoek. It looks like we've got our wines all just about ordered. We've got to sort out the labels next week, and then it starts the whole process of getting the wine from Franschhoek all the way up to the Mara camp. It is going by air freight, but we have things like agriculture and forestry and fishery department forms to fill in and all of the other fancy details to get the wine up there. We've also just been speaking to Kenya about some of the additions, and that's where this all comes in, and this is all Tammy's doing. She's very creative.
I try. We'll wait and see. But yeah, so along with the revamp of the wine labels, which are looking incredible and are designed by by Gerry. So you'll be seeing those as being revamped. As you can see in front here, we've been looking at all different types of furniture. We're trying to really pull on sort of more of a local and Swahili feel, a combination of different woods and beads and bones, and trying to make it really authentic and exciting. So yeah, Jono and I are going up in about a month's time, and we're going to be working with Billy and Isaac and the team in Nairobi to go and source all of this furniture. So wish us luck. But yeah, I think it's exciting.
Very exciting. So all of you who have been to the camp, you're going to see a very different camp. We're very proud that it's going to be a semi-permanent camp now. So it's going to be a little bit more rejuvenated, and it's going to be a little bit more settled. So all good things happening. And this is Mara Logistics. It's all fun and games. Speak to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Tammy. Thanks, Lara. Wow, that looks exciting. I cannot wait to get to the Mara camp. I've been going there for many, many years, and it's always special, and it always keeps changing and evolving. And you know, we take a lot away from feedback that guests share with us. So there's always small changes coming about, but this year is going to be different. This is going to be a big change, and certainly something you want to see. If you have not been, I urge you to get in touch. Look at the Mara Experience Safaris. Yes, there's a chance that you won't see the migration or the big herds, but I promise you there's more than enough in the Mara to keep you occupied. If you have been, come back, come and see the guys again. Best thing about it is Mary, Francis, Dixon, all the staff, part of the family, they're all going to be there to welcome you back home. And it simply is a sensational wildlife experience and something you should not miss out on. So get in touch with us and come and check out the new camp, especially out of the season. So now it's time to have a look at what is happening on safari in the field. Guess who's at it again? Yep, Gerry. So Gerry's in the field. He's hosting a private safari with regular repeat clients of ours, Inganakis and family and friends, and they are in Mala Private Game Reserve in the Sabi Sand in South Africa. It's just adjacent to the Kruger National Park, and certainly one of the best wildlife viewing areas in Africa, hands down. If you're looking for big five and predators, that is the place to go. And we have quite a few safaris scheduled to that region later this year and in next year. So for now, Gerry, let's see what you've been getting up to.
Hey everybody, I am at Mala, the reception area. Yes, it's very hot. Hosting a private guided trip. In the previous episode of the diaries, I was at Sabi. We had insane sightings, and it has continued where I am now. Hosting the trip, and then when Marlon said to me I need to send my insert, I'm like, oh shit, haven't really had time to do something specific, but, and this is a cool but, I pulled my Snapchat story from yesterday, because it's like a vlog, yeah? Daily updates, what we do. So here we go. This is from yesterday morning when I woke up. A highlights reel, if you will, of what happened yesterday. Okay, coffee's in here. Later today, I'm going to share some thoughts on three things. The fan in my room, a single mosquito. What was the other thing? There was three. Fan, mosquito. Anyway, I'll think of it. But later today, three things. Stunning. Where are you going? Love these skies, eh?
Yeah. Need elephants or giraffes.
Oh. I mean, just the phone, look at how the phone picks it up. Just stunning. That is black and white. Oh, it'll sing.
What do you have? Samsung?
Hey guys, so aircon necessary, but making a shitload of noise. Downloading images. I've got a couple of emails to do. Hopefully get some training done later on. I'm going to be recording Lightroom tutorials now in between. It's just nice because I've got new stuff and I can just apply general kind of techniques to Lightroom videos so it's easy to use. Quiet morning this morning. Still, everybody's in awe. It's still their first safari, and for them just to be out in nature, and there's that power of possibility, what could happen. Yeah, I think that's it for now. I'll be in touch. If you have questions, keep them coming. Have a good one. Chat to you later. Bye. Snapchat. Hey, just finished lunch. Actually, look at the sky. It's very pretty. Was hoping to get some training done today, but yeah, running a business on the side, and had to do a whole bunch of emails before lunch. Now I'm going to finish it up, so maybe some training tomorrow. But like I mentioned earlier on, let's talk private guiding and rooms quickly. So here's the thing. Many people think when they book a private guide, one of my guys, you book me, that you're paying for me to stay in one of the fancy lodges. Does not work that way at all. See, what happens is, as an operator, as a travel agent, we book you guys in for the lodges. We get preferential rate. Those pass on to you. They then book us into a pilot or a guide's room. So often pilots will come to these reserves. They will stay over and fly out the next day. So the pilot rooms are small, basic, comfortable, everything you need. And the cost for that, which if you book me, that goes to you, is something like, I mean, depends on where you're going, anything between $30 and $80 a night. So on top of a big private guided itinerary, that's nothing. Sometimes, like I had last week, they do upgrade you. If there's a suite available, they do put us in there, but not at the extra cost to you, the client. So for now, this is where I'm staying. And the cool thing is I don't spend much time here, but it's everything I need. Check it out. Okay, so there's one. I'm number 29, 2, high, 3. Inside, very simple. Bed, very comfortable. Camera bag. Well, that doesn't come with the room, that's mine. Coffee station, mini bar, aircon, very important. Fan you saw this morning. And a little workstation here, which is, I'm pretty much here all the time. Over here, bathroom, shower, everything you need, and a big cupboard, right? So that's it. I mean, there's different lodges. Some of them have double rooms for if there's 2 pilots or sharing or whatever the case is, but it's comfortable. So there are still some guides and private guides out there who are real prima donnas, and they're just full of shit, and they're like, oh no, I have to stay in. No, you don't have to stay in a room. You're an idiot. So yeah, that's the deal. Is this is still, I mean, it's next to, there's one of the guest rooms over there. They're doing some maintenance there. So you eat at the lodge, you do everything at the lodge as a guest, but you stay at a pilot's and guide room. Nothing wrong. Obviously, there's Wi-Fi as well, so I'm going to get some work done over here now. I'm going to finish Lightroom tutorials. All those will only be uploaded on Monday, Tuesday when I'm back, because the internet here, it works for Snapchat and Instagram sometimes, it's a bit slow, and for emails, but I won't be uploading big YouTube files. Any questions, keep them coming, and thanks for following, and that's it for now. That's it. Chat to you soon. Bye. What are you doing, Ingen?
Burada bir tane hayvan var.
What you looking for, Ingen?
No, they are mixing up the kudu and inyala,
water bag,
springbok,
bush bag.
It's all the same.
They're all the fucking same bag.
It's just marketing bullshit, hey?
Marketing.
Yeah.
Long white hair on this female. If you like it.
Stunning, huh? It's 9 of them, huh? is 9? Is it 10? Oh, the youngster at the back. Yeah. Oh, let's do it that way. That's stunning. Yeah, he's not too far from them. Okay, so that was just one day on safari. You can imagine what a whole week is like. It's just mind-blowing. After this morning, and while I'm busy doing this video edit, I'm going to add just a little bit more from this morning. Check this out. You can't see what he's looking at, eh? No. And there he goes. Something in here that's got his attention.
Yeah, something is there, and it's like a snack type of.
Yeah, check him. He's definitely keen on something.
Hair? No, hair. They crossed the road, started walking. They walk next to each other. Yeah, a bit separated. And then we saw a lion, a lioness. Yes. She heard the fighting sounds and everything. The lion started following them, approached them.
Okay guys, there you go. So that's just one day's highlights. Okay, 1.5. There was the leopard from this morning. But yeah, you can see what it's about. You know what we do. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be back in the office on Monday for you guys watching this on Friday. I'm in the office for 2.5 weeks. I'm hosting the next episode of the Diaries, and then I'm off to Borneo, but more on that. Thanks for following, guys. I appreciate it and really enjoy all the engagement online. That is really what it's about, kind of sharing the experience. If you have questions, you know where to get hold of me. I'll chat to you soon. My name is Gerry. I'm from Wild Eye. See you next time.
Gerry, I wish I did not see that, because that's pretty much where I would want to be right now. It looks fantastic, and I'm so glad that you guys are having such an incredible time. Follow Gerry on Instagram and especially on Snapchat. He'll be sharing some different content on there, so definitely worth it to stay in touch with him on there.
Hi guys, so update from my side. The last couple of weeks I've been doing a lot of admin at the offices, just really getting on top of some of the administrative stuff before heading out on safari in June. So I'm still office bound for the next 2 months, and as you can see, I'm itching to get out into the wilds. Busy training for 2 upcoming half marathons and a 32k that I've got. And yeah, I mean, as you can see, being outdoors and fit is great. It's one thing, but the other element to this is that it's, for me, just being out in the wild is good, and this is about as wild as I can get on my doorstep. So yeah, just trying to stay on top of things and looking forward to another couple of months in the office before getting out on safari, where we head to Botswana on our Botswana wilderness safari. So very much looking forward to being out in the field, and couldn't think of a better place to start the year off from a safari perspective than the Okavango Delta.
Hello everybody, hope that you're all well. It's been a great 2 weeks here in office and a couple of blogs. Also been working on the monthly newsletter as well as our bi-weekly newsletter, which is always great. Always fun learning new things and playing around with it. I think the highlight for me though in the last 2 weeks has been securing new or another set of dates for our Serengeti Migration Safari next year, which I'm going to be hosting with Johan. I'm very, very excited about it. Just looking at the trip report from Marlon and Johan this year, I think it's going to be an incredible safari, and I cannot wait to explore the Serengeti. Other than that, it's been nice having everybody in office, catching up, spending time. Always great spending time with everybody. And yeah, that's about it from my side. Hope that you have a great week further, and I'll catch you soon.
Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. All is great on this side of the world. And as you can see over there, I'm busy packing. I head out of the country on Monday as I fly to Kenya to host the exclusive Amboseli and Lake Nakuru safari. I'm excited to get back to these areas, not only because they're great destinations and I've got 3 great guests joining me, but also because it is a totally different time of year. I've never been into Kenya in April, and yeah, what I've seen on social media, things are looking a little bit different. The areas have experienced a lot of rain, so I'm up for new scenery, new challenges, and I look forward to it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, and we'll catch you next time. Cheers for now.
Hey guys, so yeah, back in Nelspruit. Had a great Easter with the family. A bit of a quiet period safari-wise coming up now for me personally. For the next month or so, I don't have any trips planned. But it's a good thing. It gives us time for a lot of planning for the rest of the year, and also going well into 2019. Some exciting safaris, all of which I'm extremely excited about. But as always, thank you so much for all your engagement, and I hope you guys enjoy this episode of the Diaries. Cheers.
Hey everybody, I hope you've enjoyed this week's episode of the Wild Eye Diaries. I know Marlon went to a lot of effort to include a whole bunch of new elements, which I have no doubt that you would have found exciting. From my perspective, I've just spent the week preparing for my first solo digital photography course that I'll be hosting at the Wild Eye offices in Johannesburg on Saturday, and then also arranging the logistics rather for a privately guided safari that I'll be hosting in the Southern Kruger National Park at the end of next week on a small private game reserve known as Indajan, about 4,500 hectares. It's a 5-night private safari with 5 guests, and so I'm really looking forward to getting out into the bush once again. So stay tuned on some updates from the field towards the end of next week. Once again, thanks for following and thanks for all your engagement, and until next week, cheers for now.
Okay guys, I'm at Mala still. You saw the previous update. We're having coffee. Yeah. Amazing morning. Mom leopard with 3 youngsters. Not photographic, but just the visual of trying to wait for them. Phenomenal. Other than that, not many updates. You saw my previous insert. I'm going to have coffee now. There. Hello. Yeah, I'll have coffee, please. Thank you. Yeah. Anyway, I'm host. Okay, sorry. Ink and Dons. This is for the Wild Eye Diaries. Okay, I'm going to have coffee with these amazing people. My name is Gerry from Wild Eye. See you next time. Bye.
Well, guys, that's a wrap. That's the end of episode 7 of the Wild Eye Diaries. I hope you enjoyed it with us. There's some exciting stuff, and great to see what Gerry's getting up to in the field and what's been happening in the office and what's coming up. Certainly stay tuned, and if you haven't looked at the other episodes, the previous ones, please do have a look at them. I'll include a link to some of them in this post. So go and follow that and have a look at it and see what we get up to and generally what happens when we are not on safari and even when we are on safari. It's great to have you guys following along. Please share this with friends as well. Share it to Facebook especially. Let's get this growing, and thank you for watching all the way through. If there's any questions, any queries, get in touch with us, especially about the Mara experience. You know where to find us. Guys, my name is Marlon du Toit, and thank you for watching.